All right. So we have our pencil drawing. And next we're coming in with our ink. I'm using my Sepia 005. That is just my preferred tip size. And even though this bird has black, I prefer using sepia for the line work. So now I'm just going to come in, and I might be over exaggerating a bit there. But I am adding now, as we discussed in last week's class, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration of the fluff, but the fluff is there. So as we discussed in last week's class, we do not want to do like a solid line on our bird's outline because, well, birds just don't like that. So I'm actually going around our bird with broken lines. Like that. I am just working around the edge, looking at the detail. I am not actually making a solid line, although I am putting lines all the way down where my pencil line was. So I'm doing there, and then I'm coming back because also discussed in last class is that the bird's, our center of interest is going to be the bird's face. And this is where we have the most detail because adding detail is one thing that can help draw the eye in that direction. And what I mean by that is more detail than the other things around this, or around, including the other parts of the bird and the berries. Now, I am looking very closely at the bird's face. And I think what I want to work on first very much is the eye. Now the eye has this wonderful little white ruffle around it. Which I'm going to indicate there. And it is also where the white feathers kind of come out like this. Like that. I am actually just picking areas at this point. There's no do this, then that. I'm just kind of seeing what I want to work on. And I will also say that if I see something in my pencil drawing that I want to change at this stage, I do. Just keep in mind that this is permanent. So this is a very, very, very important stage to kind of get right as well. Now, I am actually going to draw my eye a little different than I had it because I looked at it and was like, not sure about that eye. And the eye also has some wonderful bits around it. Like this. Kind of these. I think I want, I think I want to add this next. I'm just coming down like this. I am not putting any pencil marks in where the white is. That particular texture, or rather pen marks, that particular texture I may put in some line work later when we're finishing things up, but for now, no. I'm actually still not happy with that beak, but it is what it is. I think it needed to be straighter. But, oh well, because at this stage, it is what it is. That fluff comes down in there. And come down here. We have that. Like that. So again, we are not doing solid lines for the bird. I think there's a section that kind of comes up this way, and even more like that. Now, I'm doing this with my pen. You certainly may, if you would like. Do this with pencil first, and then come in. All right. So then I'm going to draw our tail next. I am back to maybe changing a thing or two. All right, now the shape. Again, not a solid continuous line, but I'm making a little bit more solid than the bird's head. Actually, feathers are coming down into here. Overlapping this way from the chest, so the beginning of this wing here is kind of obscured. Let's come across. I hope everyone can see well enough. Let me try to. Hopefully we have our video problem solved. I am going to indicate a few feathers here in our black, but I am not trying to draw every line I see. I do kind of want to get the direction I see correct. Whoop. That was just a twitch of my hand. Right there, like that. Now, this actually, like that. Come down here now and work on this a bit. The legs can be a little bit more solid of a line because, you know, we're not talking feathers. And they're kind of circly shapes here in the feet, circly shapes. I'm actually just going to indicate the feet with some of those shapes. They will be pretty dark. And then I am doing a continuous line for our berry. All right. And over here, there's our bird. And of course we do have all the feather detailing here, but we're going to create a lot of it with paint. And if we go in later to add a little bit of texture, it will be after everything else, kind of in our final rendering phase, if it's necessary. Sometimes, you know, I just look at it and I think, we don't need to add anything. Or, yeah. Yep. And around. And just like in our previous class, we can go ahead and go along the outside of our branch. I'm already seeing things I don't like, but you know what? This is it. What you don't like after this stage, you can try to fix other ways. With color or yeah, with color. Or sometimes fading it out. Also like with paint or with gel pen or, yeah. I hope that just made sense. I feel like I'm rambling a bit. All right. And I kind of played with my composition here a bit. And again, I'm just choosing the lines that I would like to keep. Going there. So I'm changing some of the stuff up here. So I'm not sure I like it. Let's see, he was in front and he is behind and he is behind. And let's see. This one's in front. We get to this one. There. Yep. All right, then I take my eraser. I'm going to erase it. Actually, I see something I did forget. I do want to kind of put in our secondaries here. And it's funny, when you're erasing, you do kind of sometimes, I just want to put like indications of them. When you're erasing, you do sometimes see, oh, wait, I forgot this thing or that thing. So I am not drawing every single line I see. I'm just kind of putting an indication in there. And there were some there. That's all I'm doing for that. All right. All right, I lied. I see when I want to make sure I get in because I think it's kind of important. There. All right. And yeah, as you erase, you can be like, oh, I forgot that thing. You can just stop what you're doing and add it. Just like that. Okay, there's our bird.